Welcome back. Today we're exploring one of the greatest mysteries in biology. Why are there so many beetles? Scientists have described over 400,000 species of beetles, making up roughly 1 out of every 4 known animal species on Earth. From tiny feather-winged beetles, smaller than a grain of sand, to giant Goliath beetles weighing over 100 grams, beetles have conquered nearly every environment. By the end of this video, you'll understand what makes them so successful, meet 3 remarkable species, and discover why life on Earth would look very different without them. Beetles belong to the order Coleoptera, a name coined by Carl Linnaeus in 1758. Coleoptera means sheathed wings, referring to their hardened front wings called elytra. These protective wing covers are one of the defining characteristics that separate beetles from nearly every other insect. Underneath these shields are delicate flying wings folded neatly away until needed. The earliest beetles appeared during the Permian period approximately 295 million years ago, long before dinosaurs walked the Earth. They survived the catastrophic Permian mass extinction that wiped out nearly 90% of marine species and around 70% of terrestrial vertebrates. Their adaptability allowed them to diversify as new habitats opened, eventually becoming the dominant insect group we know today. Scientists believe several factors explain beetle diversity. Their hardened wing covers protect them from predators, drying out, and physical damage. Complete metamorphosis allows larvae and adults to occupy different ecological niches, reducing competition within the same species. They also evolved alongside flowering plants, rapidly adapting to new food sources. Over millions of years, these advantages led to an explosion of new species. Carl Linnaeus, often called the father of modern taxonomy, laid the foundation for classifying beetles. In his groundbreaking 1758 publication system, Aturi, he introduced the binomial naming system still used today. Every beetle species receives a unique scientific name, allowing scientists worldwide to communicate accurately about biodiversity. French entomologist Pierre André Latreille, born in Italy, transformed insect classification during the early 1800s. Often regarded as the father of modern entomology, he refined the organization of beetle families and greatly expanded our understanding of insect relationships. Many of today's classification principles trace back to his work. Before becoming famous for evolution, Charles Darwin was an enthusiastic beetle collector. During his college years at Cambridge in the late 1820s, he became obsessed with finding rare beetles. Some historians believe his fascination with beetle diversity helped shape his observations about adaptation and natural selection that later revolutionized biology. The beetle body plan is remarkably efficient. Their exoskeleton provides armor while remaining lightweight. Their small size lets them exploit tiny habitats. Many species can burrow underground, climb trees, swim, or even fly great distances. This versatility has allowed beetles to colonize forests, deserts, mountains, wetlands, caves, and even Antarctica's nearby islands. One of the most intimidating beetles is Manticora latipinus from southern Africa. This giant tiger beetle is flightless but possesses enormous crushing mandibles capable of overpowering other insects, spiders, and even small vertebrates. Instead of relying on flight, it dominates through speed, strength, and aggressive hunting behavior. It demonstrates how specialized beetles can become when occupying a unique ecological role. Among the largest insects in the world, the African Goliath beetle inhabits tropical African forests. Adult males develop impressive Y-shaped horns used in battles over territory and mates. Their larvae require protein-rich diets to achieve enormous size. These spectacular beetles show that insects can rival small mammals in weight while maintaining the defining characteristics of beetles. Perhaps no beetle possesses a more remarkable defense than the Bombardier Beetle. When threatened, it combines chemicals inside specialized abdominal chambers, producing a near-boiling explosive spray directed at predators. This rapid chemical reaction can be fired repeatedly with incredible accuracy, making it one of nature's most sophisticated defensive systems. As flowering plants diversified around 140 million years ago, beetles diversified alongside them. Some became pollinators, while others specialized in feeding on leaves, wood, pollen, seeds, or fruits. This close evolutionary relationship generated countless opportunities for new species to evolve as plants themselves became more diverse. Without beetles, forests would quickly become overwhelmed with dead wood, animal carcasses, and dung. Carrion beetles help decompose dead animals. Not all beetles are plant eaters. Ground beetles, rove beetles, and tiger beetles are among nature's most efficient insect hunters. They help regulate populations of agricultural pests, making them valuable allies to farmers and gardeners. Many consume aphids, caterpillars, slugs, and other organisms that damage crops. For thousands of years, humans have admired beetles. Ancient Egyptians revered the scarab beetle as a symbol of rebirth and renewal. Jewel beetles have inspired artwork because of their brilliant metallic colors. And stag beetles remain prized among insect enthusiasts for their dramatic appearance and impressive mandibles. Every year, researchers describe thousands of new beetle species. Tropical rainforests, caves, mountain ranges, and even museum collections continue to reveal species previously unknown to science. Many experts believe hundreds of thousands or even millions of beetle species remain undiscovered. Beetles pollinate plants, recycle nutrients, control pest populations, improve soil health, and serve as food for birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, spiders, and countless other organisms. They are essential pieces of healthy ecosystems. If beetles disappeared, food webs would collapse in many habitats, and decomposition would slow dramatically, affecting nearly every terrestrial ecosystem. One reason beetles became so diverse is their ability to survive in nearly every terrestrial habitat on Earth. Beetles inhabit scorching deserts, where temperatures exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit, tropical rainforests filled with humidity, alpine mountain peaks, freshwater streams, underground caves, coastal dunes, and even frozen environments near the Arctic. Some aquatic beetles carry bubbles of air beneath their wing covers, allowing them to breathe underwater for extended periods. Others have evolved waxy coatings that reduce water loss in deserts or flattened bodies that help them squeeze beneath tree bark. Wherever there is a niche to fill, chances are a beetle has already adapted to it. Beetles continue to influence scientific discoveries today. Researchers study the Namib desert darkling beetle because its shell can collect tiny droplets of water from fog, inspiring technologies that could provide drinking water in arid regions. The tough yet lightweight structure of beetle wing covers has influenced the design of aircraft materials, protective equipment, and robotic systems. Despite their incredible success, many beetle species are facing new challenges. Deforestation destroys specialized habitats, pesticides reduce insect populations, invasive species compete with native beetles, and climate change alters the environments many species depend upon. Some beetles exist only within a single forest or mountain range, making them especially vulnerable to habitat loss. Protecting beetles means protecting forests, wetlands, grasslands, and healthy ecosystems that support countless other plants and animals as well. You don't need to travel to the Amazon rainforest or African savanna to find amazing beetles. Chances are dozens of species live within a few hundred feet of your home. Lady beetles patrol gardens, eating aphids. Ground beetles hunt pests beneath rocks. Scarab beetles recycle organic matter. Click beetles launch themselves into the air with an audible snap, and metallic jewel beetles may be hiding on nearby trees. By simply turning over a fallen log or observing flowers during the summer, you can discover an incredible diversity of beetles. Every backyard is its own miniature ecosystem, and beetles are often among its busiest and most important inhabitants. Imagine walking through a forest 150 million years ago during the Jurassic period. Hidden beneath the bark and among the leaf litter were beetles that looked surprisingly familiar. Long before bees became common pollinators, many ancient beetles fed on pollen from primitive seed plants. When flowering plants evolved during the Cretaceous period, beetles quickly adapted to these new food sources, helping spread pollen and driving an explosion in both plant and beetle diversity. While the dinosaurs disappeared 66 million years ago, the beetles survived and continued evolving, making them living witnesses to one of the greatest extinction events in Earth's history. The story of beetles is far from over. Scientists estimate that hundreds of thousands and possibly several million beetle species remain undiscovered. Remote rainforests, isolated mountain ranges, caves, and even museum collections continue to reveal species new to science every year. Advances in DNA sequencing are helping researchers uncover cryptic species that look nearly identical but are genetically distinct. Earth's biodiversity is still waiting to be explored. If there is one lesson beetles teach us, it's the power of adaptation. For nearly 300 million years, they have survived mass extinctions, shifting continents, ice ages, volcanic eruptions, changing climates, and the rise and fall of countless ecosystems. They have evolved into predators, scavengers, herbivores, pollinators. Their incredible success isn't due to one extraordinary trait, but to millions of years of innovation through evolution. Beetles remind us that even the smallest creatures can become the greatest success story in the history of life on Earth. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content.